Hi, welcome to Laura's View and Tarot 2. I'm so glad you're here. Today's date is Saturday, September 10th, 2022. And I'd like to take a second and thank you if you're a new subscriber for joining my channel and subscribing. And for those of you that have had to subscribe multiple times because of shenanigans by not me, welcome back and thank you for your tenacity. I really appreciate it very, very much. Well, today I wanted to take a look at the new Prime Minister in England, Liz Truss. Let me show you a couple of sites that I went to for information. The first one is her own personal website, elizabethtruss.com, which of course paints her in just a wonderful light and offers to stay up to date about news and happenings with this person. And I'd like to do a read and see what the universe has to tell us about her because I find this a little concerning. Now, granted, it was 10 years ago, but she put out a tweet that said, used to see Jimmy Seville at the Flying Pizza on Street Lane, Round Hay, always in good spirits, RIP, rest in peace. Okay, so fond memories of this man who is top of the pops at one time, preyed on around 500 vulnerable victims as young as 2 years old. So, I gotta say, it makes me wonder who wanted her in that position, what's going on. We're going to do just a question to the universe, asking respectfully the person seen in the public eye as Liz Truss, the new Prime Minister of England. What is the important takeaway and information we interested humans should know about this woman in this role at this time? So let's see what the universe has to say about this woman in this role at this time. 1 second, I'll let you watch me finish the shuffling. Okay, so universe, what do you want us to know about this person, Liz Truss, who just very recently became Prime Minister in England? What do you want us to know about her in this role at this time? We have the Four Cups, Queen of Swords, King of Swords, Five of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, Temperance, the Emperor. So we were asking what the universe wanted us to know about Liz Truss in the role of Prime Minister of England. She's indicated by the Four Cups, which is a card of boredom, monotony, and distraction. We're getting told right away she's not going to be exciting in her role, okay? But it's clarified a little bit by the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords is patient and has some clear thinking about her. So she's got some good attributes she's bringing to the table. In the recent past, we have the King of Swords here. He's my white hat card. See, I was really thinking that she was deep state, and she may be, but controlled opposition type, because the alliance has had something to do with her name being brought forward. In the present, there's a sorrow card involved. It's not just the change in the monarchy, but I think she's not really happy that she is not in the role with free reign to do as possible past prime ministers have been able to do. Okay, again, for the near future, we got another kind of military card, one that's about stability and dependability. And so the things in her role as prime minister that she's going to be allowed to do are going to be well thought out, but not of her own creation. This is a card that tends to say that material needs can be met, but not emotional and creative ones. So she's not going to be, a real creative leader. She's going to be a rule follower. She is answering definitely to the white hats in what she does. Okay, so moving forward, while she's going to make some function in her role with stability, it's not going to be to the extent that she personally would have liked, and she's definitely in white hat control as she moves forward in this position. Let's see what else the universe wants us to know. We have the death card showing up, which speaks of a long, slow transition, which our world has been in the process of. So she is going to be the prime minister during this time of our world's transition. Okay, got the Two of Pentacles here. Pentacles are an earth sign, so we're talking about, again, the changes that we're making. The options for those changes are narrowing down significantly. Okay, got the Lovers card here showing up as a further clarification and advice, and that is one of agreement, and that's a good card. It's a good card. So the white hat control is going to be a benefit to mankind, and ultimately she's going to have a legacy as prime minister that's not exciting, but not one that is terribly, terribly concerning. So I thought we'd get some deep state indications here, because I just thought anybody that admires pedos is just absolutely got to be. But if she is, she's being put forth by the white hats. And really, hang on, I'm going to change back to me. If you were a mover and shaker in the white hats, the alliance, and you knew that we were down to final days for some big changes to start happening in our world, would you put someone in a position that was tenuous, that was probably temporary, that was not going to be possibly one that's long-term, or that is not going to start having a lot of changes? Or would you put a placeholder in there? I personally think a lot of our leaders right now, whether they're being played by doubles or what have you, are simply being allowed to stay there until things change and we can have some worldwide elections. So we'll see what happens. In the meantime, I'm feeling a little more reassured about the new prime minister. It looks like I said she's not going to be exciting, but she's a rule follower, and she's going to do what she's told. And it looks like it's white hat control, no matter what her origins were. So, all right, there we have it. Liz Truss, Prime Minister. Universe is watching you and telling us you're not too exciting, but you have an opportunity to at least leave a legacy of some stability. So do it. That's it for this video. Thank you so much. Appreciate your time. It's precious. And you chose to spend a little of it with me, and I do appreciate that very, very much. So have a wonderful weekend. Keep your eyes on the skies, and give yourself permission to not be fearful and to feel joy. We've got some big changes coming up in our world, and nobody knows 100% what they're going to look like, but change is inevitable, and usually it's good. So let's greet it with smiles and open hearts. Thank you.